Welcome to the Barbershop. I'm your host, Matt Horner, and we got a guest, Reuben. How you doing, Reuben?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing, Matt?
Doing good. Welcome to Texas. You're moving down.
I'm here.
From up north, eh?
Yeah. From way up north there, eh? Yeah.
Missouri. Not really. That's kind of
really.
midway. That's like
It's almost southern.
That's not a full eh. That's just a eh.
Yeah. I think when people think of Missouri, they're kind of like, they're kind of south.
They
even
never
though it's
really
not
knew where they. Yeah, y'all didn't know whether you were north or south. That was kind of the whole part of the Civil War. Is like
We're going
we
way
don't know
back.
where we're at. I hate you. No, I love you. I hate you.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. It's
because I don't even think Yankees consider you part of the North.
Yeah, I didn't get the Yankees. So I was born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Yeah.
Lived in Mississippi for, 10, 12 years. Moved back down to Louisiana. Then relocated all the way up to Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
Then moved back down to Mississippi. No, it was Louisiana. When I came to Louisiana, everybody was like, oh, you Yankee, right?
Mm-hmm.
But when I moved back up, then everybody was like, you Southerner, you redneck, you know. So I get abused now everywhere. So I'm expecting there's going to be a period where people are going to be like, your head's too big, I'm going to bring you down, Yankee. Mm-hmm. Even though Missouri, kind of middle of the road.
I just often thought, because I don't think, when I've been up to Chicago and up north, I never thought northern people thought as Missouri as truly north.
No.
But then I don't think anybody south of Missouri thinks. That's why I guess you call it the Midwest.
Yeah. And I think now people define South and North like Yankee and Southerner almost based off of what their political views are.
Yeah, maybe.
Like I think Missouri is probably considered more of like a conservative state. So I think they would be like, it's kind of a Southern thing, even though the location in regards to the United States would be in the middle.
Yeah. Well, welcome to Texas.
Thank you. I appreciate
You've traveled far.
I did. Texas is big. Thankfully, the place that we're at is right on the upper border of Texas, so I didn't have to go too deep.
Yeah.
I mean, not that that's bad.
So what brought this move? Just want to be close to friends or a different culture? Or
No. Number one, it's kind of being close to friends. I would say friends and family. That's the number one reason.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the only reason.
That's the only reason. That's cool.
Yeah. Now, I have so many people here that I love and I care about and that mean a lot to me. And in life, I think that's what's most important.
Yeah.
After you go a period of time in your life, you have to. I had a friend that says, we were talking about life goals, and he said, you have to make a determination on what's the most important thing for you in life, what's your driving goal, or what's going to bring you contentment. And my friends and my family kind of bring me the most contentment.
That's cool.
Yeah. Getting deep on you here.
You're getting deep.
Super deep. Do we have a soundbar? We should have one of those.
That'd be kind of. I make my own sounds. I'm really good at it. So,
podcast with Matt on a budget. We should probably
talking about sounds. There's, you're coming here. You're gonna have to find a job. You found a job yet?
I found a job 3 months ago.
Yeah, because you are a
registered nurse.
Registered nurse. Yeah, and people, can't see you, but you don't come across as a nurse type. Number one, you're a male. You're not a female.
I was like, I didn't know where he's going with that. Yeah, I'm a male.
Yeah. You have a beard.
They could probably make that out, though. Oh, yeah, I have a beard.
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is kind of, I often think of like nurses not with beards. Even the men.
I think there also is a stigma with beards where if you see a man that has a beard, you automatically assume he is probably more unclean than somebody that is clean shaven because it denotes cleanliness, I guess.
I think so.
I'm just trying to break down the walls, stereotypes.
Barbers love doctors because at the barbershop, doctors get it cut regularly. Yeah. Lawyers, preachers, doctors, those type of people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, they got to look sharp.
Yeah. We should also tell the viewers that you cut my hair when I got down here.
Yeah.
Literally like 8 hours after I got here.
Wow.
I was in your chair.
And the barbershop didn't have no AC.
I had a picture, how you talking about people who have a picture of me in their minds. I had a picture of your barbershop because, hey, guys, long-time listener, first-time guest. And when I got into the barbershop, I was like, this is not what I expected because you were doing a lot of remodeling and stuff. Also surprising when you did the
The razor?
No. Well, that was surprising too.
The massage thing?
I'd never had the razor, or you gave me the lotion
Yeah,
massage.
yeah.
I mean, that harkened back to old school barber,
Mm-hmm.
and I'd never had that done. And I've had some expensive haircuts, but when you blew the back,
The compressed air? Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I was like, whoa,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
No extra charge.
I was like, I got compressed.
I have
air.
a sign in the barbershop for y'all who ever come look. It says extra service, $5. Everyone's like, what's that extra service for? I was like, it's just for the neck up.
Yeah, it was good. It was
Yeah.
it was nice, and it was a decent haircut.
Yeah, yeah. Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming on my show and calling my haircuts decent.
If I'm anything, I'm truthful. No, it was a good haircut.
Yeah.
It was very good. It's high, it's tight. I like haircuts that last you a while because
Yeah,
I'm a man.
I give your money's worth.
I want my money's worth, and I don't want to be coming back and getting a haircut every 2 weeks. Jeez, cut my hair.
Yeah. I don't want you to look like a Chewbacca.
No,
Yeah.
that's why I go in to see you. The sound effects are on point. And do you practice these before? No.
Was that a good Chewbacca? Though? That's what he'd say if I cut his hair. He's like, "You're getting a haircut, Chewbacca." I'm like, "You're getting one."
Nailed it.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Where's Lucas? Oh wait, no, that's
Yeah.
called Disney. Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing makes me not think you cut up, and you're kind of a Star Wars, whatever, sci-fi.
Oh, I'm a huge. I
Yeah.
would like to label
Comic.
myself as a nerd.
Yeah, like when I watch the show Big Bang Theory, that if anybody watches that, they hang out in a comic book store. Mm-hmm. I see you at that comic book store.
I met my wife in a comic book store.
Get out of town.
I mean, I just got here, so that's kind of rude of
Yeah.
you to say. But
Well, you did insult my haircuts. Ain't that right, Chewbacca? Yeah.
shut your mouth, Chewbacca. You stay in that corner.
Well, so anyway, so what type of jobs? Going back on topic, we're kind of drifting here.
Yeah.
I was wanting to talk today about jobs because you got your job and you're moving down here as an RN. But it made me stop and think, like, I saw the other day that you could go see the doctor on your computer. And
Yeah.
there's all types of technology, jobs that are going away and jobs that are up and coming that are never existed before, like Uber driving and other technology ideas. Me and my wife just started an Airbnb, a little bed and breakfast at our
Oh, you
farm.
did?
Yeah, it's all through technology.
Those are amazing. Me
Yeah.
and my wife took a trip to New York, and we got an apartment in New York, in a suburb really close to downtown, for like $200-300.
Yeah,
And that was for days, not nights.
Yeah.
Normally, an apartment there will cost you, or a room will cost you $200-300 a night.
yeah. So jobs are changing.
Yes.
So some jobs I don't think are going to be secure.
No, like if you're a bookbinder, I'm sorry to say that that job's not going to be in high demand because everything's
a book?
going technology.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know.
if you read a book, you're either going to be on
And
a
I'm the-
Kindle or a tablet, or
Yeah.
you're going to be listening to it on an audio tape.
Or if you're making CDs.
Are you making CDs? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like looking for the CDs because I still buy CDs. It's getting slim pickings.
You do?
Yeah, I still buy CDs.
Why?
I like the jackets. I like holding them. And I don't do technology. That's part of my whole deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I mean, people still have 8-tracks too.
Yeah, well, at Tractor Supply, the CDs pickings are slim. Used to have all the country in the world.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Now it's like, I hadn't heard of this artist since the 90s because that's all that's left.
Right. You know what? In preparation, because you told me we were going to talk about this, I went up and I looked what were the jobs that you would like to look for in the future, because I think that's important. If you're a younger man or woman, you want to know what's going to be out there in the next 5 or 10 years.
Okay.
App developer, they say, number one.
Okay.
I don't know, like apps on your phone.
Yeah.
If you can make an app, shoot. I mean, Bejeweled Blitz, you remember that one?
Mm-mm.
No.
I
Not
don't
much
do
of an
apps.
app, man?
The only apps that are on my phone is what people put on there or that came with the phone.
Okay. Well, app developer, computer systems analyst. This one right here, nurse practitioner. I was actually talking to a nurse in town about this. And healthcare seems to be going the way of there's less reimbursements. So I think they're trying to shrink down cost. And a nurse practitioner doesn't cost as much if you're the employer than a physician does. But a nurse practitioner does almost exactly the same things that a physician does. There's things that a nurse practitioner can't do, but they can take over a vast quantity of the workload.
If you get bit by a snake, can a nurse practitioner suck the venom out and spit it out like John Wayne? That's what I want to know about. Because I only want badass nurse practitioners.
So that's actually against medical advice now. You're not supposed to do that. But I guess if she wanted to. Did you say she? It was a she?
Well, if a person was going to put their lips on me. I was just thinking of this scenario.
What if I became a nurse practitioner?
I'd cut off the arm. You don't shave. You got a beard.
You're gonna be feeling the throbbing sensation from the thing. You're not really gonna be.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll cross that bridge. But I was really hoping for
excuse me.
Maybe a blonde nurse practitioner.
My goodness. Yeah, they could do that. Yeah,
okay.
But they probably wouldn't against medical advice. Yeah.
Okay.
Dental hygienist, market research analysis.
So I think dental hygienist.
Why not?
There's going to be some fancy robotics that's just going to open up your mouth like the Jetsons and just take care of it.
There probably will be tools that assist us with that. One thing, though, that I've heard when talking or reading on research what's going to happen in the future is robotics won't encroach into careers that require human interaction. So your bedside interaction that you get with your physician or your nurse, those jobs will remain stable because we as humans...
you can say, does this hurt? Does this feel tight? Is this tender? What's your pain from 1 to 10?
I mean, those are all subjective, just yes or no kind of questions. But the empathetic, sympathetic kind of relationship that you have at the bedside when you're... if you have cancer... right? Do you want a robot to say, you have metastatic cancer of the colon, stage 4. We give you approximately 4 weeks to live. Or would you rather have a human person who you're able to look at, see the emotion on their face?
It'd be like that doctor says, you have cancer, you have 2 days to live. And you're like, oh, man. And he's like, nah, just joking. You got 4 weeks. Kind of ease it, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's how I'd do it.
No, yeah.
Hit them hard and then surprise them. No, I'm joking. You only got 4 weeks. Huh? Yeah, I could think of. I probably, if I was a doctor, people would I'd rather have a robot than Matt the barber.
I don't know. Laughter is really good medicine.
It is good. Patch Adams thought so.
That was a real physician?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was super cool.
I remember seeing the picture of that guy. He looked like a wild scientist.
He did.
Like a cooler Bill Nye, but long hair.
I was going more for Albert Einstein because he had some crazy...
He had crazy gray hair.
Crazy hair, yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Nye, does he have hair?
No, well, it's always, it's brown and kind of a classic barber cut.
Classic cut.
Just a good taper.
Now you're speaking French. I don't know. A taper.
A taper cut, short on the sides and combable on top.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like what I gave you, that decent one.
I would call that high and tight. What did I say after you got finished?
You said this is like a high and tight. I'm like, but it ain't a high and tight.
I'm ready to go to the Army recruitment office.
You don't even see skin. You got to see skin to call it high and tight.
Oh, my goodness. I am in Texas, people.
Damn Yankee.
Remember I told you, I said, I normally just go into the barber and I say, yeah, I'd like it a little short on the side. I've never had a barber go below a 3.
Yeah.
And you went straight to the one. I knew when
Welcome to Honky, Texas.
when you were cutting in on the side, I was like, "Oh, this is deep.
This is deep.
I'm getting my money's worth today."
Hey, speaking about your wife, we were talking earlier.
Oh, love her.
Yeah.
The best.
I've met her. She's
Amazing.
beautiful,
Gorgeous.
Uh-huh. Something that you think, how did that Comic Con nerd land? What's a beautiful sci-fi princess? I guess that's it.
I would say Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
Princess
Diana.
Diana.
How did he land Wonder Woman?
Yeah.
That's what I look at y'all too. Wonder Woman and.
No, this is the
I'm
tread
trying to think
lightly.
of what
Tread
you
lightly.
tread lightly. What's the real wise guy on Star Wars?
The wise guy in Star Wars.
The
Are you
green
talking
one.
about-
The green one.
Oh,
with the ears.
Yoda.
Yoda.
Yeah.
I'll give you a Yoda.
Okay, I'll take Yoda.
Yeah.
Yoda, I will take.
I will take Wonder Woman.
Oh man, you're really good at this.
Yeah, I guess.
Oh no, don't guess. I'm telling you.
Oh, I don't. Speaking of sci-fi, we're going all over the place today.
We are.
That's fine.
We are.
I don't never been like, I love it. Like, I watch everything that kind of comes out, but I don't keep up with it. Like, so all the Star Wars to me is like, I don't even know the order of them. Like, we watched Star Wars for Father's Day, and it was just like, I don't know where this fits in during the series. You know what I'm saying? Like Solo, because they like, the thing about Star Wars, and it's not like one of my favorite movies, Lonesome Dove, which is like the 6-hour trilogy of a Western.
I've seen it. It's
Okay.
amazing.
It's
I
amazing.
loved it as well.
But there's a logic to this of an order with Lonesome Dove.
Well, it's a logical, progression. It starts out at the beginning.
Starts out.
Star Wars did not start out at the beginning.
And then you got to go back and forth, and then they
It
jump
does,
back, and then
yes.
they go 2 ahead. And
It was
seems
4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, Solo.
and Solo's like
Right
before
in
one.
between. Am I getting this right? I would say it's after 3, but I might be incorrect.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of confusing. Star Wars is. I think they hurt simple-minded people like me.
They do it weird. I will agree with that. Yeah.
But it makes it kind of neat.
It does. I also love Star Trek. I don't know if you're a Star Trek
Yeah.
fan.
That's what we had when I was a kid because we just had antenna, and all the rich kids who had cable had Star Wars.
I didn't have cable when I was a kid either.
Yeah, but we had it was on the late night TV. Star Trek was
Oh, yeah, that's right.
for free. That's when I'd watch it.
Yeah. So my wife, you met her. She's amazing. We go to comic conventions. I don't know. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I've seen people on TV go to that.
Cosplay. It's where you costume play a character that is in either movie or some genre.
Yeah,
Me and her do that
yeah, kind of like me being a mascot, but
to an nth degree.
to an nth
I mean,
degree.
I'm putting on face paint
You're putting on face paint,
and super costume. Yeah.
but I was a mascot.
I don't know why you have to make your thing bigger. Or why
Listen,
can't-
buddy,
Can't it be on the same level?
yours is probably cooler.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of people take pictures of me.
I've been to Hollywood, and you see those people who dress up like Spider-Man or a movie star.
Their cosplay is weak. It's
They
weak,
are?
bro. Yeah. I mean, they're wearing some outfit that was sewn in some place and put together. When you're putting together a cosplay for yourself, you're doing a lot of things and gathering materials. I mean, Ray did a cosplay where she built like a mask, a leather mask, handmade. She built a costume that was an entire bodysuit that was, I don't know how many different layers, and she sewed the whole thing herself.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's cool.
Yeah, so there's a lot of passion that goes with it, and what people, I think, don't realize is when people do cosplay, how much they have to learn. Like my wife had to learn how to sew to do that.
Yeah,
So
this will be fun. That's
it's
a whole
nerdy,
topic.
it's fun,
That's a whole other
Oh,
topic.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
this is fun.
Okay.
We're learning so much today about Reuben, the man who's traveled far to Cisco, Texas.
Man of mystery.
The man of mystery. You have the going back to jobs, because we'll always have different jobs. But one job, I've sold my house in Waco. It was a pretty expensive property, I thought, for me, For Texas, it was expensive. And I did it with no realtor. And I just used Zillow and stuff.
Oh, you did it by yourself?
Yeah, for sale by owner. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So with technology, and we had it listed, we sold it in a week.
Really?
Yeah. I saved myself about like $18,000 in realtor fees.
Well, yeah, realtor fees will...
Because it was 6% of a,
Yep, that's normal standard procedure.
It was roughly a little over about a $300,000 home,
What?
So...
You are... Whoa.
Well, I got an awesome wife. So
Okay.
she's,
Yeah, I've heard about your wife
Yeah.
on your podcast.
yeah, she's my Wonder Woman. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
amazing.
but anyway, it made me realize here was a good property, and we needed no realtor.
That's wonderful that you were able to do it. Yeah.
But it made me think, I don't want to tell my kids to be a realtor.
Oh no, I mean
That's
doesn't
like
seem
a job
fun
that's going away.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing I did that saved myself a lot of money, and might bite me in the butt. I once did LegalZoom.com, made my will.
Oh yeah.
My wife did it. I say I did this.
Yeah.
My wife, pulled up the documents, probably cut everything out of me, and gave it to, like if I die, give it all to the kids, Matt's to the curb.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Excuse me.
lawyers, they say, is something that's going to be, because there's so much easy to get information now on anything very specific with technology. So like if you have a very specific state and an estate, like say, so that's a job, they say it's not going to be as lucrative as
lawyers.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I would tend to disagree with that because you're always going to have a lawyer that's in the courtroom with you. I mean, what are you going to?
You could represent yourself.
I guess from what you're saying.
But like
if you have to go to get a wheel drawn up or because those you
but
can't
I even
have
had
boilerplate.
I had a cousin. They did like of course they were ready to separate. My cousin was married, and they were going to divorce, but they were kind of cordial about the whole deal for divorces,
Yeah.
And they did like a divorce kit. They bought it online and did their own divorce.
In that specific scenario, I can see that type of attorney would probably be in less demand because it can be boilerplate.
Because
Yeah.
But then if you're fighting like cats and dogs, you're probably going to get an attorney.
And most of the time, us as humans, I think we tend to
fight like cats and dogs.
Yeah. Or cats and cats.
Yep. And another thing, cab drivers, because you got Uber and stuff. I guess it's different.
Yeah. Uber and Lyft. They're also getting a lot of bad press too because it doesn't seem like they're screening their drivers too well. I mean, that one Uber driver who's
the
now
killer.
on trial. Yeah, he killed his. I mean, holy cow, buddy.
Yeah. Don't throw up in his car. Like
I don't know.
Maybe like if he farted in his nice clean car, he was like, "That's it, you're dead." What set him off?
I don't know.
Chewing gum.
I just briefly read the little script that.
I could see that being the case. But I've been in a lot of.
It was probably something more than that. But
probably something more than that. But the cab drivers and yellow cabs that I've in other cities that I've ridden in, Dallas and Boston and other places, they just seemed as sketchy as the. Like I didn't feel like they were any safer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A stranger's a stranger, right?
A stranger is a stranger. It's kind of like getting a massage. I don't know have you ever had a massage?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So do you know that there has to be a level of comfort, and this comfort has to develop within minutes. I mean, it's not like you have a long time to develop comfort with this total stranger. It's the same thing with the cab driver, except on a very, very small scale. That's why a lot of people say, when I get into the cab, I don't even want to talk to the guy because there may come this period in that conversation where you're like, this dude is super weird.
Get me out.
Creepy. I want to be out of here, but I'm in here for the service of him taking me somewhere.
Yeah.
Hopefully not to an abandoned lot to chop me up and put me in a 50-gallon barrel.
Yeah.
Very specific that
Cement
I would know that.
boots.
Yes, cement boots.
Yeah.
Harkening back to the mafia?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how they do it down in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, other jobs you think they're going away or coming?
The So the new technologies that are emerging, I would be interested if you're looking for technical work, because a lot of people used to say you have to go to college to make money. I don't believe that that's what's true nowadays. I mean, technical jobs I think are going to be in demand. I think are going to be in big demand. There's going to be a big supply of them because there's been this. They've been told for so long, go to college, go to college. So solar energy is up and coming. As time progresses and technology gets better and better, excuse me, it's going to be a technology that's going to be out there, more prevalent, more cheaper. The solar cells are getting cheaper to make. In the beginning, they were so expensive, it just wasn't lucrative to do that. So I was looking online, and there's an installer, people that install solar panels.
Yeah.
That's a technical job. You go to college, trade school, 6 to 8 weeks, learn that trade, and start making 30, 40 grand a year. I mean, that's not chump change. You know?
It's not. How about pilots? Do you think that's going to be in the future? Because I see us, we can fly a drone right now off an aircraft carrier almost in rough seas. So, the aircraft carrier is going up and down. It can pinpoint a terrorist in a beat-up Toyota pickup truck playing Hank Williams.
Why would a terrorist be listening to Hank Williams?
And that's why we're shooting them. How dare you
I just don't
listen to Hank
understand.
Williams. Terrorist. And then we say, I will drop this fancy bomb, and, it'll go super accurate and blow the thing up. And then it'll turn around and land back on that aircraft carrier.
Mm-hmm. But you have a dude piloting it.
Yeah. In somewhere.
Yes.
I've heard sometimes they're in other countries.
Yeah.
Some of them are on the aircraft carrier. It all
I've
depends,
also
I
heard
think.
that the people that pilot the drones aren't necessarily trained Air Force pilots.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
Because it's a joystick operation.
Yeah.
It's kind of like now
A video game,
It's
they
a
say.
video game.
Yeah, they say they're taking high. I know they do like a video game, like if you're really good at video games, somehow they test that, and that can take you into a drone pilot.
I'm decent at video games.
Yeah, so
I'm also a gamer.
Yeah, so you could have been a drone. You could, probably, but the airline industry, one of the most expensive parts for them are the pilots.
That's true. But
so if they wanted to become more profitable, so they can say, "Hey, I would be this guy. I would." Now I don't know if I'd take my family, but
that would be my next question.
I'd
Would
probably
you
do
get
it
on
a few
the plane?
times. I'd get on the plane.
You would?
Yeah,
No pilot.
no pilot, but you could train like the stewardess to be like a crash pilot. Like, so if things really got hairy, like the lead stewardess,
Is she a pilot?
No, but you could train somebody to do some crash landings.
It's just in my head, would you like the Coke or the Spritzer? Beep, beep. Oh, I'm sorry, sir. Hang on a moment. I need to go crash land the plane.
Yeah.
Oh, go right ahead. I'll
right
just
ahead.
grab it myself. Actually, I'm going to...
Think what we do, like with rockets from outer space and SpaceX. I mean, they can land these things. I mean, with technology.
Oh, what Elon Musk is
Elon
doing.
Musk is like, he's taking a spaceship and a rocket and landing it out on a boat, a pontoon boat, basically. Out in the ocean.
like a floating platform.
Yeah.
It's amazing what he's doing.
Yeah.
The technology is amazing. But then again, have you seen how many that he's blown up?
Yeah.
It took
I
a
mean, I
while.
wouldn't be on the first plane. I wouldn't be on the first unmanned
You're gonna be
American Airlines plane.
I'm going to wait 5 years before I do that.
Yeah. I mean, let's try it out.
Yeah.
Send some mice.
Yeah.
It goes mice, then monkeys, and then maybe like dogs, then people.
Oh.
No, that's
It's
how.
nice to see the progression of your feelings on different animals on the planet. Mice are at the bottom.
Yeah, but dogs that have bit people, that was get going there. Yeah,
Send them.
send them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever been bit by a dog?
Right here.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, on the same arm?
No, in the
Oh.
leg. Yeah. No, you have your arm. My arm's different.
Yeah, I thought you were like, oh, I got bit on the arm right there
We're not
too.
G.I. Joes. I can't just take off your arm and put it on mine.
G.I. Joe.
Remember how you could take off
yeah,
the... Yeah,
you could, yeah.
yeah. Or Mr. Potato Head's another time.
So much fun. Mm-hmm. It's interesting how, like, I don't even know, do they make Mr. Potato Heads anymore?
I hadn't seen it in a long time. Only in Toy Story now. You know?
It's funny stuff that we grew up with that kids people growing up now have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I remember...
rotary phones and things like that.
Phones on the wall, right? The satisfaction, nobody nowadays will be able to have the satisfaction of being on a phone call with somebody who is irritating you and smashing that phone down.
Just like, hang up.
Bam!
Yeah.
And you remember there was
how about the cord that you would wrap around your finger, and it was this like 9-foot cord that was in this huge knot, but you could stretch it across the house.
Yeah. And in the phone, I don't know whether it was in the handset or the receiver or whatever, but there was a little bell. So when you smashed it down, if you smashed it hard enough, you could make it go ring.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Operators, that's another thing that's kind of gone by the wayside. Phones, like jobs, like everything's so computer automated. Like I went through a hailstorm recently, so I had to call my insurance company, which is Farm Bureau, which you think you'd have a person, you get a 1-800 number, and it's nothing but computer prompts like push 1, push 2, type in your account number. I'm not talking to anybody.
When you finally got to talk to a person, did they help you?
Yeah, finally. Okay. But it was like through all these prompts, and I was thinking, used to you could just pick up the phone and somebody's like, okay, give me your account, and all of a sudden, I just felt like it went faster,
I believe so. Yeah.
I don't think that part of technology has made customer service any better.
I think they're trying, but I mean, Comcast, look at their reviews. People aren't, I'm so happy.
No. Yeah. And then, like, reviews, like that's another thing that's a future job. Like in the barbershop, people would call and say, hey, we can take care of your reviews on Google. And I'm thinking, okay. Well, then I go, like, the few times I went to go read my reviews on Google, like, I don't even know these people. Like, who are these guys?
Really?
And it made me think the company that was calling me was putting up bad reviews.
You have bad reviews on Google?
Used to. And and then they would call me and say, we can take care of your reviews. And, they were the ones who put them up there, I felt like, like it was a con.
That sounds like a con.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I had some other buddies, one's a chiropractor. He had that happen to him, like his practice.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But that's a whole business now, is taking care of your image online.
It is.
And some of it's true, but I think some of it's fraudulent. So now it's like, like I bought a car that I paid cash for in Waco, okay? Well, it was a tote the note type place that I bought the car.
I'm sorry, I don't know what tote the note means.
It's like you pay here, buy here, pay here type car. It was a used car lot.
Oh.
Okay, but they financed them there too.
Okay.
And so, but I paid cash, 100% down. Thank God I wrote a check. They cashed it. Mm-hmm. I had to get, they wouldn't send me the title. Somehow they had it tied up with stuff. You know
they
what I'm saying?
Wouldn't send it to you.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just get it right there?
I know.
Oh, because they had to wait for the check to
clear? They had to wait
clear?
for the check clear, and I think the title transferred, put it in my name and stuff. I don't know what the...
Oh, okay.
But the whole point was, before I went and ever bought this car, I looked on Google, and it was like supposedly the best...
place to buy a car.
And it was a real bad experience for me.
Oh.
So then I kind of think, well, I've used Google... I think a lot of people... Do you use Google to rate things?
Yes.
I use it all the time.
I use Google.
But
me and my
I
wife...
feel like it's wrong half the time.
Well, me and my wife, we kind of have a rule, and we won't leave a negative review unless it's something just egregious, just over the top. And we try to leave positive reviews. Mm-hmm. I mean, because everybody's so negative nowadays.
Yeah.
I mean, you walk around, everything is negative. And I think it's because there's so much stuff in everybody's face that they just want to... focus or vent on the negative. It's just so prevalent,
Yeah. I blame Trump.
I do not want to talk politics. Let's stick with comics.
Now, if there was going to be a president in Star Wars...
Oh, my God. It would be Emperor Palpatine, and he would throw lightning bolts from his hands.
Okay. But would there be a wall?
In space, probably not.
That's right. That'd be kind of... I mean, they're like, okay, build a wall. I go under. I go over.
There's a Death Star, though. So.
Yeah, that's true. Got to watch out for the Death Star.
Yeah. It's pretty bad news.
Yeah, why are we wasting money on a wall? We need a Death Star. That's.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, go sidetracking.
Bunny rabbits, man.
Bunny
all over
rabbits,
the place.
Well, you're a fun guy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all right.
So,
What?
jobs, other future jobs that I think are coming around. Service
I
jobs
think
are
that's
always
it.
really good. Like, so far, a computer is never going to be able to cut some hair. Ain't going to take over the barbershop. I mean, we had the Flowbee, and the Flowbee just wouldn't do it.
It's awesome that you said the Flowbee. I have told so many barbers about the Flowbee.
Yeah. We all know about it. We don't admit it to it, you know.
I'm like, if I could have
It's
gotten
the skeleton in the barber closet.
it was an amazing. I saw an infomercial for it one time. For people that don't know what the Flowbee is.
It's a vacuum clipper. So remember the dust busters, or the little bitty vacuums that you would suck up dust like on the floor?
Yes.
It could, but then it had a clipper in the vacuum that could set depth. So you could
Yes.
cut your hair short, or you could bring the clipper way back.
Yep.
So it would pull your hair straight out with the vacuum and then clip it off and suck the
it
hair away.
Boom.
Yeah.
How
Ingenious
how
idea,
awesome
really.
was that?
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, whoever came up with this it's just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, it takes care of you having to have the different links.
Yeah.
You know, sucking the hair up. You don't have to worry about.
No more just decent haircuts.
Oh man, I'm not gonna live that one down, am I?
Yeah. Well, we're talking about Flowbees now, so everything, just.
It's just funny you brought it up because
yeah.
I've been to barber.
But it,
have you heard of
but
this
did it
story?
replace the barber?
It
No.
did not, no.
Because it didn't have that bedside
It
manner.
didn't have the bedside manner.
Because you want to sit in that barber chair and you want to say, man, how's your day going? Oh, man, it's
Oh,
been doing
yeah,
this.
yeah.
The Flowbee don't give a flip
No.
about your day.
No, the Flowbee's like, I don't care what you
Yeah,
did.
I don't
today.
care you're getting married
No,
today.
It doesn't matter.
I don't care your dad died today. I don't
Here's
care.
my response.
You're graduating. Yeah, here's my response. It's just the middle finger constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's an important point that you make there, though, is bedside, face-to-face interactions. Those industries, I don't think that they're going to go away. They may decrease.
And mechanicking and like tech industries and things like that.
Yeah. You're going to want a guy to
Yeah.
talk to. I want to, when I want to get underneath the hood, I want him to see this is what's going on here, and you can do this or you can do that. I mean, but want to have to,
But things that like information industries like could have a decrease, such as certain types of law, realtors, certain types of sales, like brick and mortar stores. I mean, it's just gone by the wayside because it's a sales job. It's
So
a,
yeah,
you know.
cashier kind of positions. I do think that those are going to go away. You're already kind of
McDonald's
seeing
even
that.
has a self-serve.
They're starting.
kiosks.
They're starting to do kiosks now.
Yeah.
It just works.
Yeah, especially like they said over in Midland, Odessa. There's a big oil boom right now. McDonald's is paying $15 an hour with a
What?
sign-on bonus. Okay.
Are you
Right now.
Are you serious?
I'm serious right now. And so, but the problem is everybody who can breathe can get on an oil rig or do something in the oil industry and make more. So, I mean, if you're on, if it's grandpa and he's on oxygen and he's toting around a canister and he's the most unhealthy guy, that guy right now can get a job in Midland, Odessa because he can push a button, or what I'm saying, he can.
Really?
There's such a shortage. So McDonald's brought those kiosks there in Midland, Odessa, because they had manpower issues. So they go, okay, we don't have to have somebody man the front. You can go up there. These oil field guys can come in at lunch and pick out their burger, and then that person who wouldn't be there now is back there making the burger.
Wow. I mean, I find it fascinating. I mean, I want us to progress. I don't. I'm not one of these people. Some people they're stuck in the past. They want things to be.
That's
this
me.
is how it was back in my day, and let's just keep it that way. No, I mean, I want things to progress. Kind of like that person in high school that used to say, "Yeah, I hope you never change. I don't want you ever to change." I'd be like, "Gosh, I hope you change. I hope a little bit of change is good." Yeah.
I'm glad, that
What
we
about
changed.
the McDonald's kiosk or the change?
The change. I like change.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I like it. It's kind of like a love-hate relationship. I mean, hate the Flowbee, but love the change.
The Floby. Let's just put the Floby up in the awesome,
Yeah.
above the dogs
I
category.
think it would be a fun like Christmas gift or birthday gift or something, and just like whip out one day, like everybody would know exactly. Like, wow, where'd you get this? You know.
Are you telling me that you want me to get you a Floby for Christmas?
We can try it out. But y'all didn't hear this on the barbershop. But with that, we better end the show.
Okay.
But have fun. There's all types of new jobs out there. The sky's the limit.
Yes.
And think about how technology and the world is changing, especially for anybody who's looking for a new type of career.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Look into the future. You want to be prepared for what's coming on the horizon.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to get in some career and it's just going to go by the wayside.
Mm-hmm.
So preparation is the key.
Yep. All right. Well, see y'all next week. Thanks, Reuben.
Hey, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah,
Thank you so
welcome to
much for having
Cisco.
me on.
Yeah.
Cisco is awesome.
Yeah.
If you're ever down in Texas, you should check out Cisco.
Mm-hmm.
It's
We
full
have-
of awesome people.
Yeah. Good, awesome people with like really three good gas stations.
I can't stop smiling. It's so wonderful.
All right. Thanks.
All right.